Welcome to another adventure with Mark and Rich here on the Backroads channel. We're in Bentonsport, Iowa, here along the banks of the Des Moines River. And as you can see, we're at Sweet Maple Mercantile here in Bentonsport. Now, anything that has the name or the words sweet and maple has got to be good. Come on in and you'll find out why. We're going to go in and meet Jill, the owner, in just a minute or so and see everything they have to offer. The one thing that's really impressive about this, though, they carry a lot of local products made by local people. And a lot of it, most of it, she'll tell you, is USA made, and the ingredients are very good for you. Sweet Maple Mercantile in Bentonsport, Iowa. And as always, be sure to hit the subscribe button and like us on Facebook. Let's head inside and meet Jill. Here we are coming inside Sweet Maple Mercantile in Bentonsport, Iowa. And as you can see, this is really a unique shop. A lot of knickknacks. I see t-shirts over there. But what I'm really interested in is what's over here, hence the name, Sweet Maple Mercantile. And this is really the reason we call it Sweet Maple Mercantile because of some of the products Jill's going to tell us about.
Yeah, we do. We have, here's probably the biggest feature as far as maple goes, is we have an Iowa maple syrup. As far as I know, it's the only one that's big enough that you can sell it in any store. But Great River Maple, it's out of Northeast Iowa, Garnavillo area. It's a fantastic maple. We've got your Rich, which is your grade A syrup. It's the one that everybody could and should be eating. Actually, it is delicious. We do carry their bourbon, barrel aged one. And we also have a couple of sample sizes of the bourbon and the cinnamon. But that's a big seller. We started out, which I don't think we've talked about, we started out as, we called it Great River Maple because my guy, he used to make maple syrup. And he is very fired up about making it again. I looked at him and I said, we're old, it's not gonna happen. He's set on it. So I sort of named it after that for him. It's kind of a sweet spot for him in doing that. But we do carry maple candies, and if y'all haven't had these, oh snap, these are good. These are nothing but pure maple sugar pressed into a candy. Bit suckers and whatnot and all the maple. I incorporated the maple theme into a lot of the foods. We've got a lot of things with maple and like the barbecue sauces. This row is barbecue sauces, ketchups. We've got a few maple seasonings, and I separated this maple seasoning from that maple seasoning from another maple seasoning, and I'll tell you why. They've started coming out with these really cool ideas because a lot of us like sweet and hot or sweet and savory, and these will do it. I mean, I've got just a plain old maple seasoning, which has things like salts and whatnot in it. There's a maple garlic and a maple sriracha. You come down here, of course, we've got our jellies and our jams, and I get people asking, what do you put dill pickle jelly on?
I would ask that question also.
Would you? A burger.
Why?
Man. Dude, have you ever had jelly on a burger?
Nope, can't say
it's
that
actually
I have.
really kind of the rave. It's legit. It gives you that moistness that sometimes you lack.
I know there are people that put peanut butter on burgers.
Peanut butter and jelly burgers are kind of an in thing.
I'll take
if you
your
do
word
a dill
for it.
pickle, I don't like peanut butter jelly burgers, but a dill pickle jelly on a burger would be delicious. These are just more your sweet seasonings from your maple. We've got maple pancake mixes. We've got some honeys. If you're looking to pull in a local honey, should have that soon. But right now we've just got kind of the fun honeys. So we've got a tequila and lime infused honey. Bourbon infused honey. Yeah, buddy.
You'll be happy as a clam after you have some of this.
Happy as a clam. That's most of that. We're going to be picking up a coffee. I'll probably have that in a week or two. It'll be a Fort Madison coffee. So that'll be awesome. Soon to be announced.
Now, what I'd like you to do is we have festivals coming up in the fall especially. I want you guys to grill out here. And I want you to serve burgers with that dill pickle jelly and see how popular it actually is. I would really like to know.
I would be shocked if it wasn't.
Would you really? Okay. The challenge is on.
Challenge is on, buddy.
Let's move to the other set of shelves here.
All right. More seasonings. On this one, probably this half is seasonings, period. It's going to be your rubs and seasonings. One thing about, at least for sure on this half of the world, they are very, I'll call it, it's a small number of ingredients. We don't put any of the usual additions that you would see in things in your commercial grocery stores.
So you can actually pronounce the ingredients.
I can pronounce the ingredients. Well, wait, let's give it a roll. Here's one called Chemops. I don't know. Old ice. What do we have? Sugar, sea salt, spices, onion, and activated charcoal, believe it or not. This is made to be more of a rub type feature. So you guys who do that, you know what I'm talking about. The others are very similar. It's all just really basic ingredients. We all know what they are. And much appreciated for our bodies, our health, and etc. The ones that are down here, those are veteran made. And they're veteran owned. And they employ veterans and they give back to their local community. I would love to touch on it later, what I've done with that. And maybe you can help me remember to go back to it, but we love that portion of it. Some people who go to races and whatnot, I know they sell this there and a handful of other places. But frag out flavor is one of the most awesome things. There's everything from a mild, regular, everyday seasoned salt to hot. They have a seasonal hot that I am ordering, and I haven't gotten it in yet, but it's a Reaper. So it'll be good. It'll be good. It'll be
good and hot.
Heck yeah.
Emphasis on the hot.
Sizzling. Oh, this one. This is a maple steak seasoning. People will go to it and they'll think that it's not like a maple seasoning. And it's over here with the rubs because really that's what it is. One thing I learned about maple, which I did not know, is that maple actually has amino acids in it that help break down the fibers in the meats. So it makes it a good pre-rub type thing, and it helps then the salts and the other seasonings to soak in. So it's really a good thing. I didn't know that. That's why it's here, and it's got a feature. It's got its own feature spot.
I got to know about the ones in the grenade jars.
The grenade jars are awesome. All right, this is the General's hot sauce. Obviously a unique product. We've got everything from mild to, they call it hottest. Mild is, what did I say that was? That was a chipotle, I believe. Believe it or not, this is a chipotle. We do taste tests if anybody wants to come in. This is a balsamic, and it's a mild. It has pepper. This one has sun-dried ground habanero pepper mash and sea salt. So what it does is it makes a really wonderful vinaigrette for a salad. If you want just a little bit of a bite, just a little bit of a, you don't want that boring green salad. Bring that out.
What did you say, jalapeno or habanero?
Habanero.
Okay, that's the hotter one.
Yeah, it's the hotter one, for sure. Their jalapeno one is supposed to be their biggest seller, and I would say I agree because it's been my biggest seller. There's one called Hua Jalapeno. Of course, they have that. And once again, this is another veteran-made, veteran-owned, veteran-run, and give-back product. They have the absolute best customer service for me of any of the companies I work with, by the way. Neat people, neat company.
So what's the hottest of the hot?
This one. So far, till I get the other end. This is called Reaper Actual. It is American-grown cayenne and Carolina Reaper peppers. White vinegar, chipotle seasoning. So let's add a little something, and salt and garlic. It gives you a bite. I've tried all of them.
That's just wrong. That's wrong.
I've tried.
Why would people do that to themselves? That's got to be hotter than fire.
You know, I don't like things super hot. I like flavor over hot, but I don't mind that one at all.
So it doesn't hurt when you eat it.
It would probably hurt you.
It would hurt me. Yeah. Okay.
Frankly, it would probably hurt you.
Yeah. Then we're not going there.
Yeah. I do fine with it. My kids would probably tell you that they don't even taste it because they like it really hot.
Hey, Jill, give us just a little history of Sweet Maple Mercantile. How did you come to get it? What did you got here? Just give us an overview.
I'll give you a quick overview. We were living up in Ankeny, Iowa, and had kept coming down to Bentonsport and area, trying to escape the city, just the stupidity. Loved it down here. Absolutely loved it. It was the perfect place to come and relax, kind of get your mind set, your mind straight. The river's beautiful. The people are wonderful. And we thought, okay, this is cool. And we were coming down to just kind of chill out a little bit twice a month. And over time, my soon-to-be husband kind of thing, he said, we've got to move here. And our lease was about up, and we decided we weren't going to renew, and ended up looking at possibilities here in the area. And me trying to figure out, because I've been working for Kohl's for so long, and there are no Kohl's close enough, what would I do? And I found online that this building was coming up for lease, that the current tenants weren't going to be renewing. So I turned around and I said, okay, let's go ahead. We had to turn in a proposal. And with that proposal, I said, I want to have a general store, modern mercantile, modern type things, but in an old setting. I wanted to bring in maybe some handcrafted items that we would do, as well as bring in others. And didn't think we'd get it, to be honest with you. Had no clue, because we're up against people locally and didn't know, and they had to vote on us, and I found out about a week before Christmas that we got it. I'm working for Kohl's, I'm working about 60 hours a week. I can't even think straight. He's working about 60 hours a week, and so at the beginning of January, I really started thinking about it and how I'm going to make this move happen. We did this so quickly. I am blown away. Obviously, it was meant to be. You know, whatever you believe in, God, other spirits, the energy, the force. Let's go Star Wars on it. It was meant to be, and a lot of the pieces fell into place quite easily. We dealt with bumps and roadblocks and whatnot, but put this together to be, I'm pretty happy with it anyway. It's done the job.
You carry a lot of things by local artists, though, and that really is fitting for what you have here.
Yeah, I think so. We've got some things. A woodworker from Missouri has some cutting boards that he has in our shop. In fact, you'll see him at a lot of the festivals and fairs around that we carry his goods. And a gentleman who does wood turning from Fort Madison has some things. Got a guy from Cantrell that makes dinner bells. That's really cool. And trying to bring in more and more of that.
One of the things you really wanted to stress, and I totally agree, is that this is USA made stuff, right?
Yes.
You're on home soil.
Yes, absolutely. My quick fight to get this place set up and stocked, a lot of sleepless nights, I realized how bad it was as far as what we as retailers have available to us that's affordable, that we can turn around and sell at a profit, is next to nothing if it's not from China or from Vietnam. And I fought to find things that I could stock it with. I will throw out a number that is not at all accurate, but it's got to be somewhere in the vicinity, but it's above 90% is US made in here. And saying US made doesn't always mean from start to finish. So a lot of it is, but not all of it, because a lot of times, like fabrics, I was talking to a lady the other day. Fabrics, it's next to impossible to get most fabrics anywhere in the US made in the US. And so if something's made from fabric, chances are it is not actually a US start to finish made. So there are those little glitches, but I'm pretty happy if we can get a majority and at least the end result made in the U.S. And it's over 90, I'm positive. I'm sure of that.
So the name of your store is Sweet Maple Mercantile.
Yes.
So Sweet Maple, that can only be good stuff. Okay, so you have a pig and you have a chicken.
And I've got Sweet Maurice. Make sure you say it right. So yeah, I tend to have toys, my own toys.
So what other animals am I going to find?
You know, that's really it. Other than Elvis and Marilyn in the corner.
Now we're going to meet the pride and joy of Sweet Maple Mercantile. Here's Gino the chicken. Jill, I know there's a story behind this. Tell us a little bit about it, would you?
Little bit of a story. Gino's been through a few fights, man. I mean, and I named him Gino because, I mean, anybody that's had his nose popped in a few times, he's been in a few fights. He deserves a name like Gino. So Gino came from a little, I don't know, I guess you'd call it a thrift store in Washington, Iowa. We went there to pick up a case, which you'll see inside. And the gal that was dealing with us, she said, "You ought to see the crazy things we get in." And I'm like, "This is crazy. Let's go look." And she took us to the back room, and Gino was there. And I'm not kidding. I just was like, "Oh, gotta take him." And, it was one of those. And she said, "You want him?" And I'm like, "Oh, buddy, he's coming home." And he's been my buddy since then, about almost a month now. And my husband drove him in on the back of a truck, paraded him through our little burg here. Sheriff deputy went, "Oh no." Saw him with him hooked up on the back. So he has been officially welcomed to Bentonsport now.
So the deputy didn't pull you over
Did
and ask
not.
if Gino had any warrants or anything like that?
No warrants, obviously. Gino's clear. That or he's been able to stay under the radar. Cock-a-doodle-doo to you. But
He looks good there in the garden.
I like him. He fit. We had him at the back, and he was peeking around the corner there, which was pretty awesome too. I thought he deserved a front row seat for that one.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's it.
So
Okay.
all that, okay. Like I said, they've been sitting in the fridge, so they have that.
Yeah.
Give me a sec to.
Okay,
Break
we've got a
that up.
couple of young ladies with us here. Do you mind telling us your names?
My name is Autumn.
And I'm Kessie.
And where are y'all from?
I'm from Wisconsin.
I'm from Minnesota.
And you're in Bentonsport, Iowa.
Yes.
At Sweet Maple Mercantile. Oh, you gooberhead.
And you're going to try this challenge. We're dealing with a lot of different sauces here.
Okay, just move it all out of the way.
I
just got a
volunteered
little
for
too
this,
excited.
but they wouldn't let me,
Okay,
so.
there it is. Just give you a little bit.
We got some fancy goldfish crackers.
Fancy goldfish.
Alrighty.
So this one is called
Yeah,
Reaper
what's that?
Actual,
Oh, that's a promising name.
isn't it?
My
Alright.
boyfriend would love this.
Cheers.
Sorry. Good flavor. But
Okay, it
there's
gets
the
you after
spice.
it hits you.
It does. And
Uh-huh.
yeah,
That's good.
The
I
first-
wouldn't use a lot, but it's good.
Yeah.
yeah, the first taste is really pretty good.
Telling
like
me
some
that something
chicken.
with the name Reaper in it is good.
Yes.
I'd say so.
I would definitely need something.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it sits there. It
Yeah.
sits.
I don't have milk.
It like keeps climbing.
My problem is I don't have milk for you.
That's
If you-
okay.
If you need a water, I know that's not perfect, but you
We'll
can
just keep
grab
going
one.
down the road.
Okay,
It'll
take
get
a
better.
goldfish if you want to kind of break it up for you.
Cleanse the palate.
Cleanse the palate a little. Take another.
Does it hurt your nose at all?
Take a blank or
It was like working its way towards the back of my throat.
Oh, it's there.
I'm sweating not only because of the humidity, but those
seriously.
are
if you-
cute bottles too.
Aren't they awesome?
So the grenades is like, I saw them over there. Like, those are perfect
Yeah.
for this type of stuff.
Okay, what do we have up next?
Okay, this one is called Shock and Awe.
Alright.
So I'll tell you in a minute what's in that one. Come on, buddy. They've been sitting in the cooler too long. I don't have my stir sticks. I just got them. Oh, come on, buds. I shook them really hard, but let me break it up. No.
I can still feel it on my tongue.
I feel like I need a little palate cleanser first.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is habanero pepper.
Ooh, I love habanero.
Me too.
Cheers.
I like that one.
That is good.
I like this one better than I like the Reaper myself.
It's a little bit sweeter.
Yes. Yes. I agree.
The heat still kind of like settles.
It'll build.
Mhm.
It'll build in.
But that would be really good on chicken.
Ooh, on chicken?
My boss used to make like a habanero cheese chicken pizza.
Yes.
Yum.
That would
That
be like
sounds
the perfect sauce, like drizzle over the top of it.
We love like habanero salsa and stuff like that.
What kind of sauce do you use on a habanero pizza?
He uses the habanero
uses
sauce
it.
as the sauce.
He
Jeez,
uses
that
that.
would be
Yep.
spicy.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see if I can get this to come out easily. Oh, sorry.
No, that's about enough. They need a good drink. For a good test.
This one is called Danger Close.
Okay.
And it is cayenne and habanero mix.
Okay.
I love it.
Yep. That's good. Kind of tastes a little bit more buffalo-y,
Yes, agreed. You
But I
get more of
love
the
buffalo.
cayenne than the habanero.
but still good. Not as spicy as the last ones.
You guys gonna remember what your favorite is?
Yeah, I got my
Probably.
favorite right now.
Sweat. This one will be dead red.
Oh,
Ooh.
What do you
Even
think?
more promising of a name.
But we're going down in hot, so. Oh, that one's got the cracks. All right.
Where are these made or where do they come from?
They are South Carolina.
I can understand
Columbia.
the
They like
different-
their heat.
The
down
Columbia area.
Okay.
Columbia, South Carolina. It is a veteran-owned company, veteran-run, veteran employee,
there. That's awesome.
and then they give back to the community, both the active,
That's amazing.
active military and veteran. So it's a neat company. Oh, come on, buds.
I feel
See
like the
about
boys would get a way bigger kick out of this, and they're not here.
Yeah.
So
They
let's
would
try
love
the dead
this.
red. That one is cayenne, all cayenne.
Alright. Cheers. That's good. You can taste the cayenne. I'd say it's a little bit more of a milder
Yeah,
flavor
way
than the
more.
rest.
Well, yeah, we're going that direction.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are doing
Still
okay,
good.
even though like you haven't cleansed your palate.
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right,
so.
hot dog, literally.
What?
You get it?
Yeah. I'm like, that's not the flavor, is it?
Oh no, the puns are real in this one. Yeah.
Yeah, all sorts of unique flavors.
Okay, this is actually their most popular one.
Okay.
So
Is it like a Verde
it's
something?
it's a good all around. So we'll see what you guys think of that. I'm not gonna tell you what's in it because I think you'll figure it out.
If this is
I like a
wasabi,
good
I'm gonna
mystery.
cry.
I love wasabi.
Me too.
So I cried yesterday trying it for the first time.
Oh, it'll move the sinuses.
That's my new favorite.
Hua
one's
jalapeno.
Mm-hmm. I
Yep.
love jalapeno.
It's straight up jalapeno, I believe. Yep, it is.
That's
They put like a distilled white vinegar in a lot of it, but
But you don't get any of the vinegar taste with it.
so the next two have been really good sellers for me. This one's called Maple Mayhem. It actually has a maple syrup.
Ooh, I've never
And
had
the
a
pepper?
maple syrup.
Is the bee sting gonna have honey in it?
Yep.
Okay.
That's
And
interesting.
personally, that's my favorite is bee sting. But
I could see like a honey spice.
Buddy.
Like a hot honey.
Oh,
buddy,
yes.
buddy, let me tell you, it is to die for.
And like some avocado toast.
See, I'm imagining all of these as like wing sauces.
Mm-hmm. For big wing fans.
See what you think of that one.
I love maple syrup too.
Yeah, no doubt, right? Did you see all our maple syrup over there?
Uh-huh. I'm very intrigued. Cheers.
Oh, sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It's very sweet, but you get
That's
that sweet
interesting.
hot.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
I've never had a hot maple syrup.
Isn't that crazy?
That would
Maple
be good.
mayhem.
That'd be
And
good
the
on like
pepper
chicken
is-
and waffles.
Oh my God, you're making me hungry. What,
Mhm.
what do we eat?
Yeah,
The pepper is a habanero.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's good.
So on bee sting, obviously it's honey. It is going to be a sun-dried Carolina Reaper mash.
Ooh, interesting. And that's not like up there in spice.
I know. I think this one's hotter than that.
Okay.
They're considered the same heat level as far as Generals is concerned, but
Okay.
you know, who knows? They don't put the Scoville scale on their stuff.
Okay.
I cannot get this.
Yeah, honey jars are always hard to open.
Yeah, I think the honey's making it stick. Thank you for that. See what I mean?
Youth.
I know. Thank you for that. I'm so glad you're younger than me. And
You got the right girls for the job.
I do. Okay, I'm gonna like just do this since I've already dirtied this
I'll
one.
go for it.
Very intrigued.
I hope
Imagine like a honey barbecue from B-Dubs, but I know it's gonna be better.
I taste more pepper in this one, but I think it's because it's a different kind of pepper. You stinker. This is what the cold is not good. You want this to sit out for a little bit before
Right.
you used it. If
Honey.
After you refrigerate it. Yeah, it's honey because so easy.
Oh, that is sick.
Okay.
That's honey for sure.
It is honey for sure.
Don't trip on me.
Ooh.
Isn't that seriously good?
Yes.
That was my
That is
favorite.
so
Oh my god, did you
interesting.
get the kick?
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite one. And it's a little hotter than the maple mayhem, I think.
I would say so.
Just a little.
Chicken and waffles, that's like gonna be the best thing to put on
Okay.
it.
Oh, there it is. Sorry. Excuse me. All right. So this is the mildest one, and it is pretty mild. But surprisingly, it is cayenne. So
Okay.
let's see if you have to. Oh no, that one was
Good work.
You loosened it for me with your mind.
Superpowers.
Superpowers. I love it. Okay. Come on, buddy. Sounds like it tooted. There we go.
I like there's different colors and stuff. That
I know,
is
right?
intriguing. Cheers.
Very mild.
It
I'm
is.
more of like a verde, like salsa more.
Yeah,
Ooh, true that.
a little bit.
I agree with you. Okay, cool.
That'd be really good on tacos.
Now I'm getting hungry. So the last one that we had to sample was a balsamic vinegar. Do you like balsamic vinegar? Okay. So imagine you
work,
probably
Mama?
you wouldn't have this by itself on something, but there are certain things you could put it on. Like I said, a salad would be really good.
Feeling any heat from the first couple you tried?
No.
Mine's gone.
You'd
We're
be okay
alive.
with that one.
Yeah, that one's it's more
Mild.
of a flavor
Yeah.
than a heat.
Yeah, true. And that's what he says he likes, but he doesn't like the other.
Oopsies.
There we go.
That's what always happens
New wood
to me.
stain.
Yeah.
On some tomato and mozzarella with some basil.
Like a caprese type.
Do a hot caprese. Ooh.
That is so good.
Yep.
We should open a restaurant.
Yeah, probably. I think that would be a good.
You guys would be awesome because you've been the best reviewers ever. I love it.
Okay, do you know what
So,
your favorite
what's
is?
your favorite one? What'd you guys
think
decide?
so.
I'm between the hot honey one and the whatever the spicy habanero one was.
The hua jalapeno. I
Yeah.
got.
Yes, the hoo-ha jalapeno and
The bee sting.
yes.
So bee sting is your favorite, and
I like
hua.
the hua, and then this one.
Shakara.
That one was
You
really
like the
good
hot
too.
one. They're still standing, man.
That was really good. Come on.
Yeah.
If two girls can do it.
You done a great job. Give a hand on it.
I can go with that honey one.
Okay, out of all the ones you had, what would you recommend, keeping my age and being merciful to me, which one would you recommend I try?
Honestly, I feel like you can't go wrong with the hot honey one. Isn't even like that crazy hot,
It'll
It's
be
fun.
more of like an after thing. So like you'll get the sweetness first.
but I feel like it's worth it.
Okay. All
Because
right.
it's something out of the box and
either
different.
that one or that one.
Or the like.
Okay, tell me again which one.
This is the hot honey one
That's the
right
hot
there.
honey.
Right here?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
You got this.
Gotta be generous.
I feel like
here.
it's the most interesting
Ooh,
flavored.
look at you go.
As my son says, go big or go home.
I like it.
That's what happened the last time I tried that. No good came from it.
Grab a couple crackers if it's too much.
Like it's not bad. Maybe it is.
Did we kill him?
It catches up with you after a minute or so.
But it goes.
Then good thing you didn't have the hotter ones.
Okay, which were the hotter ones? I don't think there was one that you gals didn't like, right?
Correct.
Okay. Which is the real hot?
Do you want the hottest one?
Is it here?
It's that one.
That one is the hottest one.
That one was bringing tears to my eyes.
You might need a chaser for this one.
Well, I've lived a good life. God's been good to me. We don't live forever, and it all has to end sooner or later. So we go out with a blaze of glory. This one here, right?
Yep, that's the hottest one.
I haven't eaten it yet, and I just saw my life flash before my eyes again. Oh, brother.
It like doesn't, it all of a sudden
Wow.
it's like there.
There's more crackers to calm it down. Do you want a root beer?
And you sell this stuff to an unsuspecting public, Jill.
Hey, you know.
Oh, man.
Do you need to grab a soda?
No, that'd be worse.
And that's like a long lasting.
Yeah, that one was
like
there
that
for
one's
a
sat
while.
in my
Oh, man.
throat for a while. That's the one that you said was
No,
tingling.
the carbonation,
Yes.
the carbonation with the soda would make it a lot worse.
It probably would.
Yeah. I know I've tried.
But you can't go wrong with
Oh,
beer.
man.
He's sweating.
That's painful. Well, I survived my taste test ordeal here at Sweet Maple Mercantile. She does have a lot of different sauces, and they range from mild to brutally hot, which I did try, by the way. And still regretting it, the heat lingers, it really does. But if you like that sort of thing, you'll see in our video a couple of ladies went through the whole gamut from the most mild to the hottest and anything in between. They did great. They really liked several of them. They took the hottest like champs. I took the hottest and not like a champ. It's hot. If you like the hot stuff, you can certainly find it here. But if you really like the mild and anything in between, you'll find it here at Sweet Maple Mercantile in Bentonsport, Iowa. So I want to invite everybody to come, meet Jill. She'll help you around, show you anything you want. If you want to do some taste testing on your own, they'll do that here too. For Rich, I'm Mark here at the Backroads channel. Hope you enjoyed our adventure here at Sweet Maple Mercantile in Bentonsport, Iowa. Stay tuned for more, as we'll be having more adventures, putting up more videos. Be sure to like and subscribe. We really appreciate if you do that. Until next time, I'm Mark for the Backroads channel, your road to adventure.